Welcome to our video on percents of a whole, so 0% to 100%. And we'll look at this first problem. It says Mr. Jenkins wants to distribute 40 flyers. He has already distributed 30 flyers. What percent of the total number of flyers has Mr. Jenkins distributed? Well, 30 out of 40. We want to know what that is out of 100 as a percent. How do we do that? Well, I know that 40 does go into 100. How many times? 2.5 times, right? Because 40 times 2 is 80, and then half of 40 is another 20, so that's 100. So 30 times 2.5 should give us our number out of 100. And what's that going to be? Well, 30 times 2 is 60, right? 30 times 2 equals 60, plus 30 times 1/2, which is 15. Add them up at 75 out of 100, which is 75%. That's our answer, H. Now there are many other ways to solve it, but I think this is one of my favorites. Another way of thinking about it, I guess, to go the opposite way. If you reduce this, eventually you get 3/4. And you might recognize, well, that is 75%, because 1/4 is 25%. So 3 out of 4, 3/4, is got to be 3 groups of 25% or 75%. Or you could take that and then scale it up to 100, because 4 goes into 100 25 times? Yes, 25 times. So 4 times 25 gives us 100. So 3 times 25 gives us 75. So you can think of that, 75 out of 100, which again is 75%, which is exactly what we got before. So they'll give you some fraction like this. You can either try to think of it directly out of 100, or you can reduce it and then see if that helps. Whoa, if that helps you to think about it out of 100. Let's look at one more example. So here in Mrs. Fletcher's class, okay, 7 of the 20 students attend an after-school art program. What percent of the students attend the after-school art program? Well, I know that 7 is not so friendly because it's prime, right? It has no other factors except for 1 in itself. Well, 7 out of 20, though, I know 20 goes into 100, right? 5 times. So if I want to scale this up out of 100, I would also take 7 and multiply that by 5, right? 20 times 5 gives me 100. So 7 times 5, we want to scale it up the same way, gives us 35. So 7 out of 20 equals 35 out of 100, which is what a percent is, right, out of 100. So 35% is our answer. So again, here I was just able to scale right up to 100, and if you couldn't, you would try and reduce it. This fraction is already reduced, though. Okay, I hope that helped.